geothermal hall waits under the ridge. Warm pipes run through the dark behind the walls. A white lamp hangs above the service floor. Nothing needs to be started now. Inside the hall, the air carries stone, metal, and a faint mineral heat. A turbine hum sits low in the structure. No worker crosses the aisle. Near the entry rail, yellow helmets hang from numbered hooks beside a gray locker. Their chin straps fall in loose curves. No hand takes one. A pair of heavy gloves rests on the bench below. The cuffs show darker marks from older use. No arm reaches down for them tonight. Along the first wall, silver pipes rise in straight lines toward the ceiling beams. Valve wheels break the lines at even gaps. No grip turns them. A pressure gauge sits above the second wheel with its black needle fixed near the middle. The glass holds one pale reflection. No crack runs through it. At the center bay, a broad turbine casing stands under a yellow crane beam. Old paint lies over cast metal in dull layers. No wrench meets the bolts. A service ladder climbs toward a graded platform beside the housing. The rungs show bright wear at the center. No boot rises there now. Beyond the rail, the main floor continues between square columns and cable trenches. Dark covers run in straight bands under the lamps. No panel stands open. At the far end, one red indicator glows above a sealed door marked Steam Access. The light stays small. It does not spread. Near the control desk, a logbook lies open under a steel clip beside a capped marker. Times fill the page in neat, dark rows. No new line appears. A radio handset rests on its cradle beside the margin. Its speaker faces the empty chair. No voice enters it now. From deeper in the hall, one relay clicks once behind a panel. Brief, then gone. The turbine hum comes forward again. The lamp over the desk keeps its pale circle. The room takes back its quiet. At the west grating, a narrow window looks into a lower channel where hot water moves below the plant. White vapor drifts beyond the pane. No rush changes there. Farther out, the black slope of the ridge rises over the plant roof. A red beacon marks the upper vent tower. No second light joins it. Along the inner wall, framed diagrams show pipe routes, pressure zones, and emergency shutoff paths. Blue and red lines cross in careful blocks. No finger follows them. A brass keyring hangs from a hook below the frame. 3 stamped tags face outward. No hand lifts them tonight. At the stair rail, yellow paint has worn away where older hands once gripped on long shifts. Bare metal shows through in a thin shine. No palm closes there now. Below the rail, the stair drops toward the pump gallery through a square cut in the floor. Warm air rises from the shaft in slow breaths. No boot goes down. Near the side shelf, spare fuses stand in white clips beside a torch and a folded inspection card. Boxes fill the card from top to bottom in dark ticks. No fresh mark joins them. coil of cable rests in a shallow bin under the shelf. Its black loops cross in patient circles. No end is drawn free. Outside the north pane, a service road runs through the volcanic dark between rock walls and steam plumes. Weak lamps rest above the gravel in small, pale pools. No truck comes through. Far beyond, one vent stack releases a low white ribbon into the night air. The plume bends once in the wind, then lifts again. Near the maintenance bench, stacked gaskets wait beside sealed packets of bolts and a folded cloth. Their edges make dark circles under the lamp. Nothing is taken down. A dented kettle sits at the corner of the bench beside two mugs. One cup shows a ring of dried tea at the bottom. No steam rises there. At the eastern wall, thick insulated pipes curve down toward the floor and disappear through concrete collars. White labels wrap around them in even bands. No covering slips loose. A warning plate reads, "Surface hot," in black letters on yellow enamel. The plate catches one hard line of light. No hand reaches there. At the roof seam, steel trusses cross above the hall in dark angles over the crane beam and pipework. Nothing shakes the frame. No chain drops there. One bolt cap near the nearest truss shows bright metal through the paint. It catches a brief glint, then dulls again. Nothing begins, nothing ends. The geothermal hall keeps its late arrangement under the volcanic ridge, warm and mechanical, while steam moves through the plant and night holds over the rock above. Near the rear door, a pair of rubber boots stands beside a striped rain cape and a low copper bucket. The cape stays folded over its hook. No drip falls there now. At the lower pane, mineral marks have dried where older spray once reached the frame during maintenance hours. The white traces show against the dark beyond. No cloth wipes them away tonight. Morning has not come. Beyond that rear door, the plant keeps its lower pump gallery under the hall and the warm stone of the ridge above. No new sound rises there. No shadow crosses the grating. At the stair cut, heat moves upward from the gallery in slow breaths. The rail shows worn yellow paint. No boot goes down tonight. Far below the main floor, the pump gallery waits, between concrete walls and long insulated pipes. Round casings stand in a line beside a channel of moving water. No wheel turns there. A narrow lamp glows above the first bay. Its light falls across the floor in a pale strip. Nothing passes through it. Near the first pump, a pressure wheel rises from a short stem beside a panel of black numbers. The metal rim keeps a dull shine. No grip closes there. A small tag hangs from the handle on a wire loop. Intake line. The letters stay clear in the heat. Along the inner wall, cable trays run toward a service cabinet and a row of dark vents. Warm air slips from the grills in steady threads. No panel stands open. A clipboard hangs beside the cabinet on on a bent nail. Boxes fill the page from top to bottom. No fresh tick joins them. Through the lower pane, the hot water channel slides past in a black-green band under thin steam. The surface folds once near the wall, then smooths again. A lamp outside shines on the concrete lip by the sluice gate. Its reflection stretches across the moving water, then breaks apart. At the service bench, spare seals rest beside a tin of bolts and a folded route chart. Blue lines mark the buried pipes beneath the ridge. No hand opens it. A torch lies across the bench with its strap looped over itself. The lens stays dark. Nothing wakes there tonight. From somewhere above, one soft shiver moves through the steel and then is gone. Not sharp, not long. The pump note rises again under it. The pipes keep their low heat. The gallery takes back its quiet. Near the west wall, a hook holds a rain jacket over a crate of mineral filters. The sleeve hangs in a stiff fold. No shoulder enters it. A pair of ear protectors waits on the crate lid beside a folded cloth. The headband keeps one thin line of light. No hand reaches there. At the far ladder, the metal climbs toward a closed hatch marked upper floor access. The latch stays centered. No one lifts it. Beside the hatch, a clock face glows faintly above the frame. The hands sit near midnight. No one checks them now. Along the floor, a grated drain runs beside the pumps toward the dark end of the gallery. Mineral stain shows in pale bands along the edge. No stream overfills there. A warning sign reads, "Caution, hot water," in black letters on yellow enamel. The border has gone dull. No second notice hangs below it. At the side recess, a cabinet of spare valves stands beside a folded hazard screen and a sealed tool case. White labels run down the drawer fronts. No drawer opens there. A key tag hangs from the case latch on a bent wire loop. The code has faded at one corner. No hand lifts it tonight. Near the wall vent, a folded rag rests beside a short iron wrench. No hand reaches toward either one tonight. Back above, the upper hall keeps its desk lamp, logbook, and quiet red light beyond the stair cut. The radio there stays silent. The vent tower still shows its point on the ridge. One light, then dark rock, then light again through steam. At the lower pane, dried mineral traces still mark the frame where older spray once reached during service hours. No cloth wipes them clear. No worker passes there now. The pump gallery stays warm below the hall. The ridge stays dark above the plant. Morning has not reached the volcanic stone yet.